Jesus gave a cry of victory at the cross. So in one of the later videos we just did, Jesus cries out on the cross. He says, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? So Jesus is crying this out, as we see in the Gospel of Mark. We're going to take a break from that. Hey, if you want to check out that video, it's a short one, goes through that. Check it on the top link in the description for that video. But Jesus cried this out, and then in the Gospel of John, he says one more thing, which we've talked about on this channel before. He says, it is finished. And we normally talk about that and quite literally paid in full. That's what it means. But there's another aspect to this that we don't normally talk about. I think also Jesus was crying out in victory. He was saying, Father, the reason I came, the reason you sent me, was to live and to die on this cross. It is finished. And he's crying out. He's gone through all of this. He's gone through the temptations, yet without sin. Jesus has lived in a place where he can actually take your place and my place, take on the sin of all of humanity. And he's crying out to his Father, it's finished. It's done. We did it. We did it. We finished this race. My hope for you and for me is we can all cry out at the end of our race, hey, we've finished the race. Do you have any unfinished projects? Maybe at your home, maybe in your yard, maintenance stuff, relationship stuff. We have all these unfinished projects, most of us do. And we try and figure out, what should we do with all this stuff? It's hard. Reminds me of this story I heard of this older couple. They were very tight with their finances, and the husband was so cheap or conservative in his finances. They're driving along in the Midwest, and they see this sign, and it says, biplane rides for free. He's like, whoa, let's check this out. And so they pull over and they talk to the guy, and he says, okay, here's the deal. I'm going to take you out for 10 minutes in my biplane, and we're going to do lots of fun stuff. And if you stay completely silent for the entire trip, you and your wife, then I'll give you the whole ride for free. But if you scream out, then you're going to have to pay for the plane ride. And the husband and wife, they talk about it, and they say, yeah, we could do that. And so they agree, and they go up there, and the guy's doing flips and spins and twirls. Nothing. He lands the plane. He looks back at the husband. He says, what was going on? Wasn't there a time in this trip when you wanted to scream out? And the husband, he's like white-knuckled, holding on as the pilot's talking to him. Wasn't there a time you wanted to scream out? And the husband says, yeah, there was one time. It's about 5 minutes into the ride when my wife flew out of the plane. I wanted to scream, but I finished. I had to finish this whole flight silent. It is finished. Jesus finished this race. He finished it all, and he did it with you and with me in mind. He wanted to finish. He wanted to be the sacrifice for us. He wants a relationship with you. That's why he did all of this. It's because he loves you, and he wants you to live with him in eternity, in paradise, in heaven. So cry out to Jesus today. If this video meant something to you, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, check out other videos we have on this channel. I sure love you guys.